Welcome to my next video as part of my 30 videos in 30 days challenge. And in this video, we're going to talk about empaths can feel other people's energy and how they feel about them. So where that comes from as empaths is we've spent most of our life trying to fix and control the outer world around us so that we can feel safety. And that comes from in our younger age. And a lot of it comes from living with our parents and having situations where either we had a narcissistic parent that would control us, or we had two parents that were possibly arguing a whole lot, and their arguing was due to our behavior or something about parenting us. And we could feel the energy from our parents. And because they were so close to us, that we feel like it was part of who we are as a person to take on the burden of their energy of them arguing with each other. So at a young age, for us to feel safe in that situation, in that home, living with our parents, we would have to change our behaviors accordingly to whatever battles and fights that our parents were going through for us to feel safety. And where it would come from that situation would be carried on into adulthood is when people in relationships didn't see eye to eye with us, or would start to argue with us, or we run into people that simply just don't like you. You feel like they don't like you and don't resonate with you. That the natural pattern and automatic way of thinking and being from childhood would force us to want to fix that situation and try to control it for us to feel safety. And to be more aware that that was happening is where you're going to start to be able to start to fix these issues on the behavior that is trying to control others around you, and to start to take the power back within the body and learn that that is their stuff, not yours, even if it's close family, even if it's close friends, and that they're arguing and wanting to treat you poorly or whatever because of something that they didn't like that you did. I mean, we don't want to clearly be mean or hurt others, but when you take your power back and you're more aware of these things, that you don't have to fix everything on the outside. You can live more present in the body, in the present moment. And what it is when we were younger, we were brought into this world to feel love, to feel creative, loving flow of energy through our bodies, through all of our energetic chakras. And when those events would happen with some of our friends or our parents when we were younger, to create us becoming more of an empathic person, being a people pleaser, is that when the energy could not flow properly through the bottom three chakras and flow up to your heart center, into to be able to feel love all the time and not feel uncomfortable or feel not enough or lack or scarcity, all of these negative emotions that I mentioned a lot in my past videos, that what it would do, it would send all of your energy in the flow up to your third eye, which is a powerful chakra that tunes to each and every person around you in a room, no matter where you're at. you tune to other people. And that's where these people pleaser qualities come from, is coming from our childhood and our raising when we're younger, our battles and relationships, situationships that happened as a child, as a kid. And you carried those empathic qualities into life throughout, from the ages of 5 leading up to the adult, or whatever age you are today that's watching this video. And when you can start to become someone that takes his power back, his or her power back, and is not trying to fix every situation, you become a more powerful person. And the third eye, what it's doing is it needs stuff. It needs stuff to feel validation, to feel good. And when you don't get that stuff that you're chasing after as a means to an end to make you feel good, you feel lack, you feel sadness, depression. And what it does is it's very difficult to create strong relationships with new people that you're attracted to. And it will also attract to you people that will mirror back that same story. That you don't feel good enough right here and now, so you have to fix the outside and for the outer world to be a certain way for you to feel good, for you to feel safety, and attract people to you that are physically attractive but are going to treat you poorly. And that's a big one, because when your energy is that you're fixing the outer and you're empathic and you're going to want to give validation for them to like you back, you're doing it for a purpose, for something in return. It's a form of manipulation, and what you end up attracting to you is a narcissist. And these narcissistic people, they come into your life to leech off of your free energy, because your energy is given for free. Your energy is not taken back within the body. And when you have a positive energetic field around your body, you don't tune to each and every individual in every situation and try to fix it. When you go into a supermarket and someone doesn't like you, you don't have to start a conversation with them to see what's wrong. You could just keep walking and not allow that to become a blockage. You just allow it to flow through you and be gone. That's just a moment in time. But when it's someone that you deeply care about, you have a physical attraction towards, and you're actually brainwashed into think this is a good person, but it's a narcissistic person. And they continue to treat you badly, but they're still in your life. What is happening is you're allowing that behavior to happen, and you don't have the strength to be able to set a boundary. And when you become a stronger individual that can be aware of empathic qualities, you can start to change the story. And we can treat people with kindness. You can be empathic towards some of their bad situations, but we don't have to take on their stuff. We don't have to fix their problems. We have our own problems. And a lot of time it's the way that the mind tries to control our body and the way that we think. And that's blocking the flow of energy of being able to connect to something greater, of being able to connect with ourselves on another level and feel love, feeling love through 95% of your day. And that's where you're going to be able to create the best self that I talk about on this channel, and elevating your inner vibration to that of above pride and near courage or higher. And when you can start to stop this using of your third eye to tune to everybody and do some form of meditation to meditate those empathic qualities out of the body, that your energetic chakras there's blockages there, and they will be removed from the body and dissipate after you learn to do the inner work on them. I used to be someone who thought he was unworthy or worthless or not attractive or whatever. These were blockages, and then I would tune the people and I would attract narcissistic people into my life that reflect that to me. And even after I got married, I was still that type of empathic person that was a people pleaser. And I still attracted some people to reflect the same story to me, just in the form of friends. And I'd get hurt. I'd get hurt and deeply saddened by their behavior towards me, but I cared a lot about them and kept them in my life. But when I started to do a lot of this inner work these past few years and start to learn what I was doing to myself, I put a stop to it. I took my power back. And I learned to meditate and become more comfortable with the inner child. And the inner child would be my 4 or 5-year-old self that did some bad things or whatever parents would consider bad. Nothing horribly wrong, but if my parents would be battling, I would feel like I would need to make sure if my mom or my dad was okay, so they'd stop arguing. Or is it something that I did that I could change to make you guys stop arguing? So please stop arguing, please stop. Because I don't feel safe right now. And you carry that into your relationships. You carry that into public places. I remember if I'd see someone who didn't like me at the gym or something, I'd feel horrible about it, and I'd let it bother me and wonder, what did I do to make this person not like me? And then it would cause me to try to have a conversation with them, try to fix how they feel about me, try to become friends with them so I could win them over. That's not what you do. You focus on the relationships with people who resonate with the real you. When you take the power back and you clear the blockages for the chakras, the energetic chakras, to be able to feel true love, true and pure love that you can direct towards your creative self and create the best version of yourself. When you're an empathic person, and let's use just driving in traffic, because we all get pissed off at each other driving in traffic. There's never peace driving in traffic. You're driving with other people on the highway, and you cut someone off, but you didn't intentionally cut them off. And they end up beside you, and they're hollering and screaming and looking at you with angry energy. You can feel their energy, or taking on their energy because of the empath qualities. But when you learn to change the story and the beliefs that is their stuff, not yours, so you can be aware that happened, but you leave that happen in the past. That's a past event. You don't have to carry that any further than in that particular moment in time. Be aware that you cut them off, you're sorry, let them pass you, slow down a bit, and then move on with your life. Or when you're driving down the road and you're not going fast enough, you're going the proper speed limit or 10 kilometers over, and someone speeds up to catch up to you. And they're on your ass. You can't drive comfortably because they're tailgating you so bad. This person's like, why is this person driving so slow? They're only going 10 kilometers over. I mean, 10 kilometers over should be plenty. People should learn to drive with more peace and give each other space going into town, especially when there's no double lane highway. But this person is going to be tailgating you. So what does it make you do? It makes you speed up. It makes you speed up. I'm not going fast enough, and I don't like the way this feels. So I need to fix the way the other person behind me feels. So I'm going to increase my speed now so that I can feel more safety within my body, because I don't feel safe right now. No, that's not what you do. You pick a speed that you want to drive at, and that's you taking your power back, like I talk about. When you're out here driving at your speed, you're going 10 kilometers over already, and this person's tailgating you. They're angry at you. You don't take on the burden that they're projecting onto you. That is their stuff, not yours. You let them do the tailgating. If they want to pass when they're spaced to safely pass, they'll be gone. And that's not a moment that you need to take on any further, and you don't need to suppress it and let it become a blockage. So every time someone catches up to you, you feel the same thing. If you just leave it be what that moment was right then and there and move on from it and not take it on, that it will become nothing. It'll mean nothing. That's all it was, is somebody that is impatient and is not living a conscious life like you are when you start to learn to live this way. So being empathic like that, if you continue to live the same way and not want to fix any of these qualities and not be aware that you're attracting narcissistic or people who are self-centered to you, you're going to keep attracting those types of people, and the relationships are going to keep sucking. And they're going to keep treating you like garbage because you don't have the strength to set those boundaries. So thank you for watching. I'm going to link at the end of this video my past video I made about empath on empaths have superpowers. So feel free to check that video out and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.